it feel great?
Oh my God, it's fucking amazing, dude. Can you hear that?
Jesus.
Des Moines will never be the same now. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Whoa, 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 whoa. Holy fuck, dude. This is fucking stupid cool. I mean, it's not that much faster. It's just the sound.
Yeah, right.
Woo!
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Jesus.
That's only like $5,000. That's red line. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is fucking cool as hell. You hear it echoing off of quick overpass. Don't be that dick. Don't be that dick, Andrew. Out of the way, fuckers!
Showing his true colors.
Oh. Yep. Hey, how you doing? You know what? This is actually worth it. Just the sound is worth the money.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh.
How do you not love that? Let's give him a little taste of America, baby. George with me today.
What's up?
Today, it's finally here. Last time I did a vlog, I vlogged coming down, but it was kind of pointless. There's good and bad to this because I drove down, I dropped the car off, I got it all done. I didn't get it done. I actually had to pay JUSTUNE to do it for me. I'll get into that here after a little bit. I'll get into it later. But I drove the car down, dropped it off, and man, they were super fucking fast. So the car's already done. I had to rent a car, drive back to Iowa, wait a week, and we are on our way down to pick it up. It's done, it's dynoed. I got the numbers. When we get there, I'll go over everything and get you guys up to speed on that. So, like I said, this time I'm not alone, so it's not gonna be as painstaking of a drive, but we got a few hours to go. Dude, it's early, I'm sorry. Through the powers of the internet, you ain't gotta sit through that 3-hour drive. When I get back to you, we'll already be there, so let's go. Listen to this.
The 2018 Nissan Versa has 109 horsepower.
109! That's exactly what we're driving. Is this a 2018?
2018.
Oh my God. So I rented this car, but here's the kicker. Per week, $374.
Damn.
Yeah, that's like $1,500 a month they're making off of this fucking... It's like riding in an empty beer can. This thing is horrendous. It says 109 horsepower.
Yes.
I've got the cruise set at 80 miles an hour. 80 miles an hour, and this trip is 179 miles. We left with almost a full tank of gas, and it just ripped it down to a quarter. 39 miles to the gallon my ass. That has to have been like, what? In the 35 mile an hour zone?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be. Shut this piece of shit. All right, we're at JUSTUNE. You're not gonna be able to tell anything. They don't have any signage or anything up, but you gotta believe me, that's the shop back there. Anyhow, hey George, will you rev it? Will you rev it? Here we go at idle. It's already warm, so it's already warmed up. When we got here, we already had it running, so yeah. Listen to this shit. This is stupid. Oh my god, dude! That's just long tubes. That's just long tubes. Okay, so if you want to back the numbers up or whatever, if you don't believe me, that's just fine. But you can go on JUSTUNE.com. He told me that every car that they do online gets a spot to where they showcase it, to all the numbers, yada yada. But we're at 447 to the wheels on pump. Now that's not too bad. I'll be honest with you, when I made that video about making 500 wheel, I knew for sure that we were not going to make 500. 447, that's a little lower than I thought, but keep in mind this intake, where it shines, or where it's supposedly supposed to shine, is when you've got heads cam or forced induction, where this thing's really consuming a lot of air. So it's all factory internals. The motor hasn't been cracked open, hasn't been opened up, nothing. So right now we're at C8 intake, DSX flex fuel, ZR1 throttle body with rotofab intake, and then we got, I don't know if you can see them, we got Texas Speed 2-inch long tube headers. The clearance shaft, it doesn't fit. It's really not that bad. The header clearance and everything, but I did go with the MSD wires. That's a big thing, I guess, with Texas Speed, simply because you can bend them and manipulate them any way you want to go. So man, this thing is stupid loud. It is crazy the difference that makes. The reason I didn't go with an axle back is because axle backs just pretty much just sound, and it's going to be, you know, they get the chambers of the inside of those mufflers tuned exactly how they want. But yeah, dude, this thing is stupid bad. And yeah, it should be interesting from here on out. 447 to the wheel, that is on pump, like I said. Now with E, or Justin said that E85 is pretty much good for like 15 to 20 horsepower. So that's a little bit of a bump. So that's pretty much gonna put you at 462 rear wheel horsepower. So yeah, 462 to 467, that's not that far off. I mean, you're talking what, 38, 33 horsepower away from 500. 500 I know I wasn't gonna get, but I was really hoping for like 475, 485, to be honest with you. But you gotta keep in mind, every motor is different. Every individual motor is different, and they all make different power. So I'm happy with it. What do you think? Does it sound good?
Hell yeah.
Dude, this thing is stupid. It's gonna take a little bit to get used to. I might even have to fucking move, I don't know. We're gonna take the magnificent beast, the powerhouse Nissan Versa. We're gonna have to take it back to Enterprise. We're gonna drop this off, and then we need to, I don't know, let's stop for lunch. What do you think? Maybe we'll grab a bite to eat, and then we need to get back on the road, because it's like, I don't know, what, 3.5 hours?
Something like that.
Something like that. So, all right, we'll catch you guys back in Iowa. Okay, so I thought it would be a fair shake to kind of wait a little bit in order to, you know, shake the car down, see if any check engine lights or anything, you know, anything weird happens like that. I've had no problems, no issues. Everything's as normal. I get a ton of compliments. Everybody. I'll tell you guys right now, if you think that people look at you before, wait till you put some long tube headers on. And I'm not sure if there's a sound difference between the 1 inch and 7/8 and the 2 inch, but this thing sounds nasty. Now I will say, with the factory muffler on, it does kind of have like a little tinny, raspy sound to it, but it still sounds good. I mean, it's a little windy out, so I tried to find a place where it was like the wind would block us, because I don't really have like a good mic or anything. I just bought the GoPro 10, and I'm trying to do this whole video on it. So I don't know if you can hear, but the sound is stupid cool. That's kind of one of the awesome parts. I was relieved about buying a Camaro instead of a Corvette, because the C7 Corvette seemed to have more of like a higher pitched whining sound, and I can't imagine what that would sound like with these long tubes. But the thing is with Corsa or Borla, any of the active NPP exhaust, they're wanting like $2,200–2,300, and I just don't think it's worth it right now. The factory muffler sounds good. The factory X-pipe sounds really good. I will say that if you have a 19, 20, or 21, you know, anything newer than that, I did lose some of my burbles. You could tell the car's trying to burble as far as like being like it was factory before. I lost them. And the smell that everybody complains about, seriously, it's not that bad. I mean, I haven't had anybody come up and say, you know, oh God, that stinks, or, you know, I haven't had anybody comment nothing on it. Usually people that ride in it, I have to ask them, be like, hey, can you smell that? Do you smell it? Hey, you notice that? That's the E. And, you know, I have to bring it to their attention. So I don't know, everybody's, you know, whining about, I wanted to say crying, but I don't know, everybody's whining about with the stench, but yeah, it's not that bad. It's absolutely livable. Okay, let's I don't have my tripod with me, otherwise I would try to but here, let's do, this is track. Let's go back into tour. I don't know if you can hear the difference. Go to track. That was like 2.5. Let's go up to tour. I'll just, you hear the difference? That's the same. Okay, $2,000. Now let's go back down to track. That's the same 2,000 RPMs. Let's do it one more time. Tour. Okay, that was like 2.5. Let's go down track. 2.5. That was a little bit more. I mean, I can't nail the RPM. The whole process was JUSTUNE, and I'm gonna tell you what, if any of you guys are watching, any of you locals around Green Valley, those guys are amazing, and I can't say thank you enough, because here's the deal with my 9-to-5 job, and if you know what it is, let's keep that under wraps. I am not ever gonna bring that up. So here's the deal. I called, like I said before, in I think it was a video I did where I was porting my LT2 intake manifold, but here, just turn that off. I did a video, so I had a local tuner lined up. So I had a dyno day scheduled, and I don't know what happened. It's really none of my business. It's not important, but life happened, and I had to call because I had been calling with questions before, and I hadn't been getting a response. So therefore, in turn, I called in to see what was up, found out that my day was gonna be canceled without them calling me. So I kind of panicked, and I was looking around, and I was like, well, you know what, screw it. That was the closest tuner to me, and really that's the one I wanted to go to begin with, because after watching Stain Killer Productions, and you know, if he's going for the world record on 6th gen Camaro, I mean, and that's the tuner he uses, I'm assuming that, you know, this dude knows what he's doing. So that's the tuner I wanted to go with, but I really didn't want to drive out of state. But I called him up. I said, hey, I'm in a pinch. Can you help me out? Can you take my car in, put it on the dyno, you know, such and such date? Yeah, I can do that. Wow. Okay, that's great. So I had everything lined up. I was gonna set everything up. I wanted to put all these parts on. on a Sunday, drive down Monday morning, and get the car on the dyno. That way I wasn't driving around with a bunch of check engine lights, or the computer trying to lean the car out too far and doing any damage. It just made more sense to me do it that way. But I ran out of time. And Sunday evening, you gotta understand, with my 9-to-5 job, I work a lot of hours, and my radar detector's crooked. I work a lot of hours, and that Sunday afternoon, I realized I didn't even have the driver's side header on, and I still had the passenger side to go, and I had to, modify the exhaust and everything. So I knew I wasn't gonna be able to make the deadline, even if which I had no energy to work through the night. Even if I did, seriously doubt I would have made it. So Monday morning, I kind of just I had taken on the chin, and Monday morning I called Justin and I said, hey, sorry dude, I can't make it. I gotta cancel my dyno day because I wasn't able to get the parts in time. This is customer service. He turned around and said, hey, I might know somebody, like a third party that could jump in and might be able to take it on. I know he said he needed some work to do. But we hung up the phone with that conversation, called me back. It wasn't that much longer. He called me back and said, yep, he's willing to take it on. Can you have the car down here today? I said, hey, I'm on my way. No problem. So I threw all the parts in the trunk, and that was when I made the initial vlog down. Kind of really made no sense to do it because there was really no point in it. But it was okay because I kind of got some, footage and whatever. So I drove down, left the car all week, rented a car while I was down there, and that's when the video's picking up now. So there's not a lot of people or not a lot of shops out there that would go the extra mile, because all he does is tuning. So if you're watching, man, I'm telling you, thank you very much, because you saved my ass. You saved the day big time, and I couldn't be happier. The price is absolutely fair. JUSTUNE, I can't say good enough things about them. Saved my ass, completed my build, and got the car back. Zero complaints. It's amazing. I'm very, very happy. I can't, like I said, I'll put all their info on the screen. I think he does, pretty much domestics. Dodge, you call him and ask him. So Dodge, Chevy, Fords, I'm definitely going back. Also, here's the part where I wanted to kind of get you guys included on the whole deal. I want to do a walk around, but it's so dang windy out. Even I found a place that was kind of covered, like where it's, I got a hill behind me to my left blocking the wind, but still it's a little windy out. So here's where I need help from you guys. Okay, I just put some feelers out. And I made a video of this last year, and here's the deal. I'm not rich by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not, I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm not rich. I've made of money. Don't we all wish we were richer? But here's the deal. I've been thinking, do I continue the build with this? I'm at 28,000 miles. Chevrolet's gonna pretty much just screw up the Camaro name, and it's gonna screw up the Camaro lineup if they go EV. So this might be my last shot to get that Z01 1LE if I want it, and then we could build that. That being said, I have to think of this channel as a business, and if you guys aren't gonna watch it, you guys aren't gonna be interested, really no point in me buying it, spending the money to do so. So, big picture thinking, I would be interested in a Hellcat Red Eye. Possibly. I really don't think a Mustang's on the table for me. This is just everything that I'm seeing, they just break too much. When you start doing stuff to them, they just haven't shaken the bugs out of them, and it seems like I would like to have maybe a Voodoo. I don't know how I feel about flat plane crank, but I'm really thinking about trading this in and buying the Z01 1LE. Do I keep this? Do I go heads cam, keep it naturally aspirated, pay it off? Hopefully by then the channel's making some decent money, and then we can go buy something else. Or push all my chips on red. Hopefully the channel explodes, and then we can go buy that Lamborghini Gallardo, or maybe like some exotic. I'd like to try Porsche. Porsche is that one brand that I've always been like curious about. It's flashy money. You're gonna spend flashy money, but you're not gonna get a flashy car. But from what I hear, they're dialed into perfection, and it's just something you have to experience at some point in your life, if you can. So I don't know. I want to hear from you guys. I made a video saying that I was gonna buy an exotic, and then like literally 90 days coronavirus hit, or COVID hit. So that really threw a wrench in the gears, and I don't think anybody could predict that. So that same $90,000 Gallardo, $90,000, you know, now it's $120,000, $130,000, $140,000. And I just don't think, like I said, thinking of this like a business, you know, if the bubble pops and the prices come back down, if we take a fall from 130 to 80 back, you know, I don't know if I could stomach losing $50,000 right now. I was okay with losing 20 on this, about $20,000 bath, you know, plus whatever I did to try to start up the channel. So I feel like we've been there, done that. We could push the LT1 and see how far we could go NA. I mean, I'm pretty much shaking the cherry tree to see what you guys want to see, what you guys have ideas of. Hit me up in the comment section. Just crossed 400 subscribers, so that's awesome. The channel's slowly growing, and I'm very thankful for it. So you guys don't understand how much I appreciate every one of you, and I value your opinion. Like the video, and we'll definitely catch you guys in the next one. Hopefully we'll be doing some POV driving. You guys have a good day. See ya.